for this project, I'm going to take this lovely pink and purpley blue, yellow, black plaid shirt and make it into a skirt. The shirt actually has some staining on it and thus is not really all that great for a shirt, but it'll make a lovely skirt. It's a beautiful color. I was lucky to find this piece. It was actually in our local Salvation Army thrift store, and it cost me $2 just to get the shirt. It's a lovely shirt, and it's too bad for the stains, but I bought it knowing they were there on purpose so that I could upcycle it, just because I know that things with stains may not sell as well at their stores. The first step for this is to remove the sleeves and also the back placket and the front up to about the area of the placket, which would end up being about here. And then I can work on making it into a skirt. After getting everything pinned straight at the bottom and at the sides so that it's all centered, I cut the top placket and the top of the neck and front off. And now it's a matter of pinning it together, making sure it'll fit, and then on to another step. And I cut off the arms, of course. So using parts of the sleeves, I've come up with the waistband, which I've pinned in, and it all goes around. It's going a slightly different direction than the original cloth, but that's just a feature of the outfit. And now I just have to sew around here, then turn the waistband over and sew it on the back as well. I got the first side of the waistband sewn in. Now I have to fold it under, fold a little bit of it under, and just keep the raw edges of the first side tucked inside, and then you don't have a mess. Then you also sew near the bottom because you want to make a casing for an elastic waistband. And after that's done, actually, unless you want to fancy it up, you actually have a really quick skirt that buttons down the front because it's already got this hem at the bottom. So that's the next step on the shirt into a skirt. Now I have the other side of the waistline pinned. Make sure, because I had to redo some of it, make sure that you don't have it overlapping at the seam there. And then you're ready to sew. It's going to be casing for elastic, so make sure that when you sew it as close to the edge of the hem as possible so you can stick in your elastic through here. If you also want to make it really cute, you could put some ribbon through so that you have a tied waist as well as elastic, or instead of elastic, that's up to you. So I've put in the elastic, I've pinned it to the inside so that I can put a lovely lace ribbon through the outside, just so I can tie it in the front, or if you want to have the buttons in the back, which might be less comfortable, you can even do it in the back if you'd rather. Either way, you can wear the skirt in either direction, and it'll give you a nice ribbon if you pull it all the way through and keep it straight at the ends, that you can tie it closed in the front and just kind of add a little to it. Remember to sew over the ends so that they don't fray and come apart on you, and then after you've gotten it in, you can sew the elastic inside the opening so that it's not showing and looking kind of ratty and messy. So I got the ribbon in, I've got the elastic, which I sewed to the back part of the waistband casing, and I did that on each side and added the ribbon in so that it's still a bit loose, so you can tighten or loosen it as you like. And then I had enough cloth left over that I did a facsimile of the original pocket and got the cloth edges to match up, just like they do on the original pocket. So I used yellow thread. I also used some yellow thread to sew the pocket, re-sew the pocket that was already there, so that it gives it a little bit more of the yellow. So that is our skirt. After trying on the skirt, I decided to sew up the button lines just to straighten things out a little better. You could actually just sew in the whole thing and just put the elastic through and sew it together. But I wanted a little ribbon to make it a little fancier, so I left it open in the front but sewed it closed in the back. And now I'm going to sew down the button placket and get that all neatened up. And actually at that point I could stop, or I could add a little lace to the bottom. It comes up about knee length on me, and I'm 5'3" and a quarter. So after doing some finishing touches, I decided I wanted to add some embellishment. To give you an idea, I'm just going to put a little bit of fancy stuff around the pockets, some notions, and then I've decided to put some lace at the bottom. And then once those are done, it's my skirt. And you can add embellishments or pockets or whatever you wish to yours. So I finished off putting some lace at the bottom and some notions around the pockets just to put them a little more shaped. And I've got the ribbons, so the ribbon's tied. And this is the end result, is a really quick and easy shirt into a skirt.